And so we've come to the end of the road. Still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you. God. To the end of the road. Still I can't let go. It's so natural. You belong to me. I belong to you. It is the end of the road for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 5. Season finale, y'all. This is it. The reunion is whenever the hell the reunion is. Okay, I saw next week that they're having um some kind of unedited. So all I know was that I saw KK spitting on Jocelyn, really brief. So I don't know if that's a reunion next week or what the hell, but definitely gonna tune in next week and probably review that and see what's going on. I'm not sure if it's an actual reunion. It might be. I don't know. We'll see on that. And didn't I tell y'all that they was gonna start promoting Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? Didn't I tell you? Because remember, in this season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, we saw at Stevie J's little beach party, we saw Miss Nikki Baby there. Y'all know Nikki from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Artificial Barbie. We saw her, and so obviously Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is getting ready to come back with all them characters, and I'll be reviewing that as well. What else I want to talk about? I think that's pretty much it. Let me just get to the review really fast. All right, well, it's not gonna be fast. Y'all know how I do. I lie. All right. So the episode began with Arian talking to K Michelle, kissing ass, licking ass, and cooning out. And they were having that conversation, and Arian was a little upset with Kay still because Kay was just like, Arian was like, "Why the hell you leave me, Kay? Like, why did you like leave me like that? Like, what the hell happened?" Kay Michelle was like, "Child, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Is that what friends ain't supposed to leave other friends at the club when they came together? I ain't know." Yeah. And Kay was just like, "Child, I'm sorry, but I'm a celebrity now. I'm a celebrity. And people, as soon as you get in the car, you got to leave. People might be coming up trying to hang your mixtapes and shit. Like, I got to go. I got to go." Arian understand, but all she wanted was a text from her. So Arian also tells K Michelle that she's been working on her music. She's feeling inspired by Kay since Kay let her shadow her for a minute. So she is working on her music. She's having a listening party. And so K Michelle was like, "Oh, you got a bunch of songs out." Aaron was just like, "No, it's like really 1.5 songs or whatever that I got out." So K Michelle throwing shade in her confessional. She was just like, "You having a listening party with just 1.5 songs?" Be like, "Okay, girl, I'm gonna support you, but you're gonna need to do something for me." And Aaron was just like, "What the hell I need to do for you?" Well, K Michelle was like, "Who? First of all, who you inviting?" She was just like, "My friends, my girl, Mimi, Rashida, Carly, etc." K Michelle was just like, "Look, I ain't got time for these hoes. Like, these girls ain't my friends. They my life miserable enough. They don't need me there, yada yada." K Michelle was just like, "Look, but I want you to do something for me." Aaron was like, "Well, what the hell you want me to do for you?" So K Michelle tells Arian that she wants her to accept Jocelyn as her friend, and kind of extend the olive branch and invite her to the whole thing. And she was just like, "Look, if I accept your homegirls, you got to accept my homegirls." And Aaron just kind of laughed, but we'll talk about that a little later on. So that was funny. Y'all tell me what y'all think about K Michelle and Arian and the whole thing. I actually completely agree with my girl Taiwan. One of my lovely subscribers. Love her. She's everything. But she had left a comment, and she basically felt like Arian and K Michelle really ain't friends because Arian is very um comfortable with somebody talking shit about K Michelle. She'd sit there and laugh and be in on the joke, etc., etc. I don't think none of these heifers are friends, though. To be completely honest, I really don't. Um, yeah, it's well. Maybe one or two of them. I do believe Betty Idle and D Smith are really friends. I do believe that Mimi and Arian are really friends. I do think that Rashida's pretty much cool with everybody. So yeah. Anyway, just gonna keep going, y'all. Okay. Rashida and Kirk had this cookout with this all these acres. We got acres and acres and acres of land, darling, but only fucking 10 people was there. And about three of them we knew. So anyway, I had this little cookout. Miss Charlene, it's Charlene, ain't it? What Anthony Hamilton was singing about. It's Charlene. Anyway, Miss Charlene, which is Rashida's mama, sitting down there talking to Ernest, which is Mama D's man. She invited Mama D. I believe like last episode, the episode before that, they had kind of got into it because Charlene was out with Ernest, and Mama D kind of had a fit. Maybe thought they was cheating or whatever. So Mama D shows up in all black. She she's sick of Ernest not pulling his weight around the house, not giving her good dick, and not paying for anything. She pays for everything, Mama D. And she's just like, I'm gonna put in my will that you only get $1. And she like framed $1 and gave it to him. Mama D's foolishness. Um Hold on, that's my phone. Uh we're gonna finish letting that ring. We're just gonna ignore that for a minute. I'm gonna call him back. But anyway, so they had that whole moment, and let's see. They had the cookout. She handed them the wheel, yada yada. Scrappy's in there, shooting the shits and giggles. What else was the cookout about? Kirk's daughter, Kelsey performed, and I don't know if they're still thinking about signing her to D Blow Entertainment and this and that. Cut. Okay, so Stevie J meets with Jocelyn. Jocelyn comes out in her Victoria Don't Tell Nobody Get Up, looking like I don't damn know what. And she's just acting a fool, acting like it's a whole drama scene. She's so drama and so messy and just so off the chain. Stevie J was just like, okay, so what's up with you? Like you ain't gonna admit to nothing, claiming all these babies. And she took a rose and started peeling petals off and saying one baby, two baby, three baby. Jocelyn is a complete plum fool, and it's hilarious. But no good is gonna come to her from what she's the way that she's doing all these people. It's really not. So I hope she don't think that it is. Um, okay. Stevie J says to her, he's just like, look, you may not be Miss Jordan, but we are still under contract. But I thought Dawn and Jocelyn discovered the contract that they wasn't under fucking contract. The contract had expired like a bus pass. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Jocelyn maybe just can't read, or just which wouldn't be hard to imagine. Wouldn't be hard to uh it just wouldn't be hard. My God, I can't even come up with the word right now. But I don't know if the contract is up or what. But Stevie J. And one thing that stood out to me with Stevie J is that he said this. He was just like, look. He was like, Jocelyn made me put me on child support, which is no problem. I'm gonna take care of mine. I got the bread for it. Well, then why weren't you doing it anyway then, Stevie? I'm pretty sure that you wasn't in her life like Mimi was, your little girl. Like, so why wasn't you just, this is the right thing to do. You got the bread for it, and all this. Okay, you bragging about you had the money for it. Why didn't you been just give her child support or arrange that whole thing in court? Mm-hmm. Niggas ain't shit, child. All goes back to that. Child, Mama D thinks she's fucking Janet Jackson in Rhythm Nation, and in that order. Mama D had full choreography performing in that club. I was done. This life can't go on like this. Life in general can't go on like this. Like Mama D got a record deal, y'all. I am done completely. Oh my gosh, I about passed out when I saw that. So anyway, they're sitting down and talking, and it's Jock and Mama D and Little Scrappy. And sitting down having a conversation. Scrappy reveals to them he was just like, "Look, I'm in love with the Bams, and I want to be with her and this and that." And Mama D was just like, "I'm so sick of Scrappy and his relationship. I'm so sick of Scrappy, um, trying to put this glass slip on the Bam." I fucking fell out. Mama D really never liked the Bam. Well, she tried to like her at one point, but they had kind of fell out. So they just threw their hands up with it, both Mama D and Jock, and they're just gonna let Scrappy do his thing. A little later on in the episode, Scrappy actually got everybody together. Mama D, Ernest, um, Tammy, Bambi's mother, and I think her dad or stepdad. And it was these two guys there. I don't know who they was. But he actually is actually engaged to the Bambi right now. So the deer is here to stay. And so, Mama D, I'm sure, got that good cat eye on him. Okay. So Tierra and KK, they set up a little party for King, which is Scrap's little boy, which is KK's son, who's in jail. No, yeah, that's right. Okay, y'all know Scrap, the long hair Scrap, you know, acting Scrap, that Scrap. But he's in jail. I hear that he actually has more time. I thought that he just had 5 years. Hopefully, he just had 5 years. I know that they said 20, but they gave him 5, I believe. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But so they threw this party, Tierra and KK, for the little boy. It was very nice and sweet. You can tell that KK is genuinely thankful for Tierra allowing the little boy to be, in her life. It was a very sweet thing, beautiful thing. But one thing that Tiara did was that she brought Jay Nix. Y'all know Jay Nix is Scrap's quote unquote homeboy. Jay Nix is also the boyfriend of that hoochie mama Angel Amber, whatever her name is, and who fucked around with Jock a few episodes past, and that stripper girl, and Tiara's messing around with him now. And KK was just like, "Look, I just feel like it's disrespectful since this my son's party, and you need to go and this and that." He respectfully left, and KK was just like, "Girl, I just want you to do better." He ain't even cute no way, like inviting him up in here. It was funny. They're kind of getting close, and it's honestly really nice to see them two getting close and getting cool again. Um, so they had that whole thing, and then they called um Scrap Dilliana. He called or whatever from jail, and the little boy started crying. That was kind of sad. But he ended up having a pretty good birthday party with his grandmother, his mother, and the rest of his brothers and sisters. Okay, Mimi and Stevie J, they meet up. Mimi got a Stevie J got a whole little everybody got alcohol or something. He got some kind of little line coming out, and Delicious was, I guess, one of his models is gonna be in his ad or whatever. And y'all know Delicious from Flavor of Love. She won season 2, I believe. Um. So anyway, uh, wait, the camera stopped. Okay. So anyway, they're there, and then Mimi shows up, and they talk. Stevie J and Mimi both agree that Jocelyn is scum and trash. And Stevie J, all he does is try to flirt with every woman he comes in contact with. He was flirting with her and was just like, "Oh yeah, ma, this and that, and what you want to do, and this and that, and blah to the blah to the blah to the blah." Me was just like, "Look, we just need to, be cool, be on the same page with the baby. We don't need to mess around again and this and that." But y'all know Mimi will always have care a lot about Stevie J, and the same thing with Stevie J with Mimi. It's always gonna be a bond there. It's twisted and it's weird and it's fucked up as it is. That's their shit, and I'm happy for them fools, both of them. If they end up back together, oh well. Okay, so Tommy. Tommy has a scene with the therapist. She was kind of rude to the therapist at first. The therapist asked if she liked to drink, and Tommy was just like, "Oh, what is that? Oh, what does that have to do with anything?" But we found out a little bit more about Tommy as to why she is, maybe the way that she is. She kind of was in and out of foster care. Her and her brothers and sisters said they used to play in like cemeteries. They say that she's a spitting image of her father. He was in jail for 17 years and he got out, and he was out for a year, then he got killed. So a lot of her anger comes from that, and she kind of copes all of her things from childhood, and she kind of had to take care of the rest of her brothers and sisters. So she's always just kind of had to be the rock, and she copes with things with alcohol. And a therapist mentioned, is there anybody that you're romantically involved with? And she was just like, there was this one dude, but we're no longer together because of all the drama, and he's in jail and he did me wrong and this and that. So I've grown to like Tommy a little bit, and I do wish her the best, honestly. There's always a reason why anybody acts the way that they do, and I honestly, I think Tommy's pretty cool. I think she's a cool chick. I just end up initially liking Tiara a little bit more at first. Um, but just because she's a little calmer. But Tommy can definitely get the party started. But I wish the girls the best. I follow Tommy on Snapchat. She's funny as hell though. Okay, so let's see. Arian, final scene. Arian has this listening party child with this one song. And her song is called Confused in Love. And the song was actually cute. It just sounded like something like it was very modern, something like a Kalani or maybe a Tanashi or something would make. Um, just to put you in the realm of if you didn't hear it. But it was a cute song though. She invited everybody, all the girls, and all the girls who try to be girls. Um, she invited Mimi, of course. Rashida came, Carly Red came, Betty Idol came, D Smith came. Even though, they couldn't get along, she still invited D Smith, and D Smith actually came. I want D Smith to change wigs. That's what I want from D Smith. And just to get a better attitude, my dear. I think her goal was this season was not met because she just kept being messy and kept getting involved in drama and just being a dick. Like, just be cool, D Smith. Like, I was here for you. I'm always here for the LGBT community, of course, duh. But she tried it and she just wasn't likable like on this show. So just rebrand yourself, be a little bit more humble, be a little bit more cooler and quiet, and just accept the fact that everybody's not going to agree with you. Um, Even though in general I hear where you're coming from and I agree with you, it's just everybody's not going to be that way, and you just have to say fuck them and just move on. There's no reason to battle back and forth with them word for word because people just believe what they want to believe. It was taught, people was raised a certain way, whatever the fuck. Some people never change. Some people are not open minded, and you got to be cool with that and just let people go. You can't make people accept you. Anyway, so she has a little listening party, and then it's all cool and everything. It looks a little boring, but it was cool or whatever. The drinks look pretty. Then all of a sudden, here comes Jocelyn and Dawn. Jocelyn and Dawn sit at the bar. Rashida first noticed it. She was like, "Oh yeah, Jocelyn sitting over there at the bar." Everybody was just like, "Oh shit, what is going on with this?" Like, who invited her? Erin. It was just like, I extended the olive branch. I reached out to everybody. Erin goes over there and hugs Dawn at the bar. And then she tries to hug Jocelyn or something. Jocelyn didn't really want to hug her. I don't know why the fuck she came, honestly. I don't Jocelyn really don't like anybody. So why would you even come? Why waste your time coming? And Jocelyn knows she don't know how to act. This whole not fighting thing that she's been doing this whole season, that was only gonna last for so long. Like, she is, you know, when you a gutter butt, that's you eventually always gonna come back to that at some point. So something's gonna send you over the edge. So you can get back to fighting bitches in the middle of the street. I mean, it is what it is. Especially with Jocelyn Sheba from Mortal Kombat. Y'all know the bitch with the six, seven, 8 arms. Anyway, So they sat down and everything was cool. Aaron was actually sitting beside Jocelyn. Jocelyn was like, "Look, can you sit over there so that I can have room?" Aaron gets her little happy coon ass up. She loves being number two. She loves, being told what to do. She gets up and sits beside somebody. Oh, they didn't show who they didn't show this. They didn't show Dime at this reunion. I mean at the season finale at all. Hmm. Anyway, so they had that whole thing, and Mimi said something, and Jocelyn said something, and all of a sudden Jocelyn throws a drink in Mimi's face. It just like stuck to her face too. It was almost like putty or glue or some shit. Because Jocelyn just throwed it on Mimi, and it was just like, whoosh, and it just stuck like a face mask. I was like, what the fuck kind of thick ass Jello drink? Maybe it was a Jello shot. I don't know. But it was just like, oh, I don't know. This shit stuck to her ass. I was like, okay, girl. But Mimi all of a sudden gets up on the couch. She's upset. Jocelyn, you fucking hoe, you mad because he married me? You married me, Jocelyn? Y'all weren't really married, dear. That's why I don't know why people get mad at Jocelyn. They know she hooked on phonics. Like, come on now. But so they had that whole thing, and Aaron sitting there crying in the corner, weeping and shit. Some lady boy came over to caress Arian while she was crying. I don't know if that was her boo thing or what. But and Aaron was just like, "Oh, let's go." Mimi was just like, "Fuck that, I ain't going." Y'all know how Mimi get with that vein stuff popping out in that neck and that head. She's mad. Mimi been fucking arguing and showing out for 5 seasons now. Just getting mad and mad out. So they escort Jocelyn ass out. Jocelyn tried to get her ass from the back, and it's just a mess. Jocelyn knows that Mimi will always be in the picture, and that Steve will always have feelings for her, which is what Mimi said. And I actually agree with that statement. But Jocelyn's just crazy, so that was pretty much it. They had their final goodbyes. Let's see. Carly is, working on her clothing line. She not giving up on love, but she's taking a break from it. You might as well. Um, let's see. Mimi, she's getting into interior design. Tommy, did they show Tommy? They didn't show Tommy. Tammy, she broke up with Waka Flocka, but I think she's back with Waka Flocka now. So good luck to Tammy. Child cheese. K Michelle. She's living in her big, beautiful house and dipping and doing it. I am very proud of her. I just don't know why she came back this season. And then she came back and she was acting up the whole time and just being. She wanted like respect from people who didn't give a fuck and don't give a fuck about her, and she don't really give a fuck about them either. So why even come back? But she said she came back for the coins. But I guess they rent high as hell. So I don't know. Okay, Mama D, she is working on her video for that song. In that order, I believe that's the name of the song. Oh God, the world is coming to an end. Um, KK, y'all know she got arrested recently. I don't know if she's actually in jail or not. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all know. Um, let's see. Tiara, dumbass, is pregnant again. She already got 4 kids. That body's everything. She's a beautiful woman, but she's stupid. She finna have a 5th child by a different dude. I think she got at least 3 or 4 different baby daddies. Like, and she got 4 kids. So y'all do the math. A mess. Stop thotting and bopping around. Stop getting knocked up by all this trade, Tiara. My God, so pretty. So dumb. Okay, I told y'all about KK. Jocelyn, she with Young Dro making music. And Jocelyn's actually pregnant, I believe. As far as I know, Jocelyn's actually pregnant. She said the baby's Stevie's, but I don't think it is. If she actually is pregnant, y'all know Jocelyn lie. And Stevie, he's working on his line. He out there back being an old bachelor who everybody done had him. I want no old dick. Some men don't never change. They be hoes all the way up into their 60s and 70s. It's a shame. And I'm assuming that Delicious is gonna be on the next season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta because they showed Delicious with Stevie, so Delicious ain't got nothing going on. She gotta find something to do, so I guess she finna be Stevie's new project like Jocelyn was. Anyway, it has been a pleasure reviewing Love and Hip Hop Atlanta with you guys. I appreciate y'all, all of y'all, all my lovely subscribers. Y'all are really, really dope, and awesome. Um, all right. What do I want to say? I think that was pretty much it. I'm Mr. Chilaki, as you guys know. Google Plus. Follow me at It's King's World on Twitter. Chase King's on Facebook. At It's King's World on Instagram. At It's King's World 89 on Snapchat. All the information will be in the bottom bar below. Make sure you guys follow me on all of those, and I'll follow back. All right. It's been fun, but I gotta go. The season had to end at some point, and we'll be back with the review of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, season 5 reunion, whatever. Y'all know that it's a long title, darling. It's long. Whenever the hell that is, but I think it's next week. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Anyway, let me get out of here. See you guys later.